Has this Impact Arena in the action will be here on court 3 a little bit later on as India take on Canada. That's at 2 p.m. and to round things off here on court 3 we will then have Uber Cup action, which is of course for the women, and that is China up against Spain. That's at 7 o'clock local time. There are 4 courts in play here at the Thomas and Uber Cup. Lots of matches to get through, as you can imagine. Here is the Japan team huddle. This is the customary get-together before the matches every day. And it's a nice way to get the troops psyched up and ready for action. And a little bit of fun along the way as well. You can see Japan came with a full complement here at the Thomas and Uber Cup. And this is the order of play in this matchup here, Japan versus the United States. Because it's a little bit different today, normally it's singles and doubles alternating. It isn't going to be the case, we'll explain that in just a short while, but Kenta Nishimoto will take on Enrico Asuncion in the men's singles. We'll then go straight to the next men's singles, which is Kodai Naroka playing Don Henley Averia. Into the third singles, Riku Hatano will be up against William Hu of the United States. Then we'll move into the doubles towards the end. Keiichiro Matsui and Yoshinori Takeuchi will be up against Adrian Kingsun Ma and Henry Tang of the US. And finally, in the men's doubles, the last doubles matches, which is actually the first doubles match, if that isn't confusing enough, we'll see Akira Koga and Taichi Saito against Enrico Asuncion and William Hu. Now you'll see Asuncion and Hu are playing in the singles, in singles 1 and 3. And they're also involved in the doubles, which is why we are then pushing that to the very last match. So it is Kenta Nishimoto first, up against Enrico Asuncion. Just bearing in mind that Asuncion will later be playing in the doubles. It's interesting to see that they're not pushing William Hu into the second singles match so that he has a bit more rest. So William Hu will be playing the third match here, the third singles match, and then playing in the fifth match, which is the doubles. So he hasn't really got that much time to rest. So usually in the Thomas and Uber Cups, it is an alternating between singles and doubles, and that will not be the case here in this tie. So Japan and Thailand, their history in this competition, as we watch the Japanese player come out now, Riku Hatano. He's got the support of his Kenta Nishimoto, I should say, excuse me, the first singles player to come out. And he's up against this man here, Enrico Asuncion, who has a monumental task ahead of him. But let's tell you a little bit about the history of these two sides, because it does go back quite a bit. Japan have been to this tournament now 16 times in the Thomas Cup. The United States now their 10th occasion. These two now will have the toss. First meeting between these players. Well, the United States, of the 10 times that they've played, actually they came third in 1949 and were runners-up in 1952. In the late 40s to the 60s, they were fairly regular and then didn't appear till 2004. So their glory days really were early on in the Thomas Cup. That's for the United States. For Japan, as I mentioned, they've been regulars here. Their best performance, they were champions in 2014. And they've actually been very good. They haven't failed to get out of the group stages since 1990. Champions in 2014 and runners-up in 2018, third in 2020. Kenta Nishimoto, 27 years of age, 180 centimeters tall. He is 20th in the world right now. His highest was 9th. And he's a superb player, isn't he, Kenta Nishimoto? When he was 9th in the world, that was September 2018. But he's a player who has really achieved a fair bit. He was part of that Thomas Cup team that came 2nd in 2018 and 3rd in 2020. Enrico Asuncion is from Hawaii, Honolulu to be exact, the capital. He's 170 centimeters tall, just 23 years of age, and he's currently playing at his best ranking of 221. So there's about 200 odd places between these two. And that is, yeah, a huge task indeed for Enrico Asuncion. Who overall has played 65 matches of badminton, 37 wins, 28 defeats. Singles alone, he's played 14, has had 14 wins and 16 defeats. Lau Chen Lia of Malaysia is the umpire. Yeah, seems to actually have done better in doubles than he has in singles overall. Much better record overall. Bert van Horenbeek is the Belgian service judge.
Ready to play.
One of the biggest matches he'll have played. Enrico Asuncion. He was recently involved in the Slovenia International. Didn't get particularly far there. Pan Am Individual Championships. Excuse me, he will be involved in the Slovenia International after this, but Pan Am Individual Championships. He played in the round of 32 and got through that. Round of 16, got through that as well. These are all doubles, by the way. That's what I was saying, he's a better doubles player. Got to the quarterfinals. In the men's singles, he lost in the round of 32 to B.R. Sanket, who's here with Canada. So it's a big, big ask here of Enrico Asuncion. Kenta Nishimoto is a superb player. Asian Games bronze medalist in 2018. That, of course, has just been postponed, so he'll remain the bronze medalist for a while longer. Sudirman Cup, he's won 2 silvers in 2019, 2021, and a bronze in 2017. Asia Mixed Team Championships gold medalist in 2017.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, USA, represented by Erika Asuncion. And on my left, Japan, represented by Nishimoto Kenta. Japan to serve, level, play.
So Nishimoto to serve against Asuncion here. Japan versus United States. That's a great save, isn't it? Wonderful play there from Nishimoto. It looked to be actually a really good shot from Asuncion going cross court.
Long.
Nishimoto was quick to get down. A really good shot here, but wonderful from Nishimoto. He's fast and aggressive, isn't he, Asuncion? He's taking the game to his opponent, not going to be defensive. He's going to be trying to be proactive. Well, you like to see that. But you could also understand if he wanted to play a little bit more conservatively. At the moment, he's not doing that, and he's got another great winner. Really nicely done here by Asuncion. Now, yesterday, Japan were up against Germany in the Uber Cup, the women, and I have to say, having worked on that game, that the Japanese women also were very slow starters in 3 of the 5 matches. And what I mean by that was pretty much what we're seeing here with Nishimoto. While he got a very good first point, he's been outplayed in the subsequent 3. And it was certainly the case yesterday as well with the women. And this is, yeah, very similar to what we saw.
4-1.
Well, this is pretty much a super series to Nishimoto. He saw all that space, wanted to exploit that. Just off again, but the decision making is correct. It's just the execution at the moment that's just letting him down. Some of those unforced errors. Yeah, he knows it. But he's beginning to build a bit of a lead here. Nishimoto is 3 ahead. Pulling away, 4 points clear, Nishimoto. So it's a good comeback in a way from Nishimoto at a very, very slow start. Encouraging from Asuncion. But the Japanese now shuttler, he's ahead 11-6.
Court 3, 20 seconds. Court 3, 20 seconds.
So Kenta Nishimoto seems to have just shaken off any so-called rust, as it were. Yeah, he's played that really well, isn't he? Pace right off. Yeah, perhaps surprisingly lost to Anthony Sinisuka Gunting in the recent Badminton Asia Championships. Lost in 3. Also had a surprisingly difficult match against Adura Chinamkul in the round of 32, winning that one in 3.
Service over 7-4.
That was straight at the neck of Nishimoto, or on the chin perhaps. And he'll be disappointed with that on the serve.
Service over 30.
The All England as well. He lost to Lizi Jia. He's actually playing on the court next to him right now for Malaysia. He lost in straight games there in round of 32. And in the men's singles in the German Open, he actually beat Kenta Momota in the round of 32. Beat Brian Young in the round of 16, but lost to Kunlavut Vitidsan of Thailand in the quarterfinals. That's been his year so far. So not being the best of starts, I think it's safe to say this year.
9-13.
Won 3 and lost 3 so far. Overall, 180 wins, 113 losses, and 293 matches.
Service over 14-9.
5-point lead. It's not bad. He's kind of still sticking around, isn't he?
Wipe the cup, please.
When we look at the overview for Enrico Asuncion of his career,
Thank you.
in terms of singles, as I mentioned, 14 wins out of 30. He's had 16 losses. This year alone, just 2 wins out of 6.
15-9.
So while Nishimoto's not had the best of years so far, this is a match he'll certainly be expected to win, and win pretty handsomely. Good point, good power again from Asuncion.
Service over 10-15.
Oh, he's played that well, right across Nishimoto. Nicely done by Asuncion.
15.
Trying to make things difficult for his opponent. That's probably the right kind of tactic. Awkward shots.
Service over 16-11.
It's a good winner, and this is really good stuff, isn't it, from Asuncion?
16.
He had Nishimoto moving around and maybe just losing his footing, which helped. 4 points in it at the moment.
Thank you. No change, play.
That's going to be out.
Service
Nishimoto
over
trying to
17.
break away,
1.
get towards that 21 as soon as he can. Asuncion not making it easy for him. Those are the sort of errors that
12.
we look to try and cut out. That's a wonderful shot, isn't it, from Nishimoto? Right into that corner.
19. 12.
Oh, that is beautifully done.
Service over
Fantastic from Asuncion.
19.
Well inside the line, but just the execution of the shot was fantastic from the American. And he's got something about him at the moment, Asuncion.
Service
That
over
is exactly what we were talking about. The
8.13.
to cut out those sort of errors from his game. Those are just give me points, aren't they? Already against a top player like Nishimoto. He just lost his footing there, he's recovered. He was trying just to put that across. Asuncion again, the thinking was right, the execution not so much. Asuncion, who was actually quite pleased with how he was playing. That's the first point on the board for Nishimoto. Talked about the United States doing well, Japan as well. I've had a decent record in the Thomas Cup in recent years, particularly from 2010 onwards. So not surprisingly perhaps, Nishimoto has battled back to level things at 4-all. He was love 4 down, wasn't he? Easy winner there for Enrico. Asuncion goes back into the lead.
5-4.
It's around this point where Nishimoto in the previous game then started to assert himself. Let's see.
On court 4, Thomas Cup Group B, the second single. Denmark, represented by Agnes Antonsen.
Now 5-all.
Versus Algeria, represented by Mohammed
These two countries have only met once before in Thomas Cup action. That was in 1967, where Japan won 7-2.
Gunas Lusveris from Latvia. Service just Jenny Kundan from Philippines.
That's a lovely one, isn't it? Down the line. Delicately done. He's got this in his locker. This is what he needs to do. Excellent work.
Thank you.
So in the last game, it was at 6-all that Nishimoto then took the lead. Is now indeed 6-all. And then he went on to win the next 5 and went to the break at 11-6 up. Good power from Nishimoto. For the first time, as he did exactly the same in the previous game, he goes in front 7-6 in the second game as well. Now the bread and butter stuff is happening for Kenta Nishimoto. Those are the sort of points he will pick up. And these are very quick points now. This is almost a carbon copy, isn't it, at the moment? Just effortless from Nishimoto. It was in the slot, the serve, and he duly dispatched it, the shuttle.
Yes, it's 10-6.
It's just there is a fault with this scoring board at the moment. So then into the interval, it is Kenta Nishimoto, just as he did in the previous game, having another slow start, but powers back to go to the interval 11-6 up.
The background comes in, it is important about using the rhythm on this side, but you're right, but those lifts, it has to be, or is this going to go like this? And it need to be, I would say, at least as 3 feet longer than the last couple, right? I like the last one, where you push the backhand side, right? It seems like this.
Court 3,
right? And then you
22nd. Court 3, 22nd.
You can hear some positives there from Asuncion's coach. He's liking a lot of what he's seeing.
11-6.
And I'd have to agree with him actually at the moment.
Play.
Very encouraging. He is playing a quality player, Nishimoto. He's not his very best at the moment, but it's enough. Now, what we saw in the second half of that first game was actually in the end, while he won 21-13, it ended up being 10-7 in the second half of that game in favor of Nishimoto. So it was a much closer post-interval game. Let's see if something similar happens here. First point post-interval, or first 2 points post-interval,
8,
have gone to Asuncion. Finally gets his point there.
12-8.
Just not enough on that lift. So easy to put away for Nishimoto. Have to get much more on that. That is also so delicately done by Nishimoto. He's showing little bits of what he can do, Kenta Nishimoto. pulling away
15.
quite comfortably now. Kenta Nishimoto. Oh dear. That one from Asuncion. That looked to be a surefire winner there for Nishimoto.
20.
Really well. But Kenta Nishimoto, of course, the quality always rises to the top in the end. And while he certainly wasn't anywhere near his best today, I think he'd be the first to admit that. He has done more than enough to win this. So Kenta Nishimoto defeats Enrico Asuncion 21-13, 21-12 in 35 minutes. Japan have that lead now against the United States. They've won the first game, the match. They're 1-0 up here in the Thomas Cup in Group D. And up next in the men's singles, Koda Naroka takes on Don Henley Averia. So this is how things look so far. Order play here, the first session on court 3. Japan playing the United States. Kenta Nishimoto has just beaten Enrico Asuncion at 21-13, 21-12 in 35 minutes. Now we've got the second singles match. Koda Naroka takes on Don Henley Averia. We will play the 3 singles matches first on court 3. As Koda Naroka there is up against Don Henley Averia of the United States. We'll get the 3 singles matches done first, and then we will move to the doubles. And that's because the man we just saw earlier, Enrico Asuncion, if you enjoyed what you saw, despite him losing, you'll get to see a little bit more of him because he'll be playing in the doubles later on. Some of the countries perhaps with less resources and less of a badminton tradition like the United States will have some of their players double up, playing both singles and doubles. Asuncion is one of those. So now we will meet the players. And there is Kodai Naroka, an up-and-coming player for Japan, who was part of the Thomas Cup team last year when they came third, got the bronze medal. Also got a bronze medal at Asia Team Championships in Manila in 2020. And a former bronze medalist at the Youth Olympics in Buenos Aires in 2018. World Junior Champion runner-up in 2018 as well. He's had bronze medals in the World Junior Championships in 2016, 2017 and 2018 in both mixed team and boys singles.
Black, red.
First meeting between these two.
Black. England, represented by Ben Lane and Sean Wendy.
This head. You will serve.
Umpire, Harriet Samugabi from Uganda. Service judge, Robertus Tommy Oscariano from Indonesia.
Kodai Naroka, again, will come into this one as the overwhelming favourite. Whilst he's not regarded as one of the top men's players around, certainly has achieved a little bit there from Aomori in Japan, 20 years of age, 173 centimetres tall, 48th in the world. His best ranking was 43rd, so not too far away from his best. That was in December 2019. Has yet to win on the BWF World Tour. He was runner-up against Jeon Hyuk Jin in the recent Korea Masters. Losing in straight games there. Don Henley Averio is just a year younger than his opponent, 19 years of age, from Washington, United States. 175 centimeters tall. He's about 307th in the world, so it's about 260 odd places between them. Again, similar sort of gap that we saw in the first match between Nishimoto and Asuncion. Kailash Kulkarni from India is the umpire, and the service judge, we just saw him earlier. Oh no, it's different now. It's Andrea Chiappini from Italy. Well, Naroka, at least on the International Challenge Series circuit, has won a fair bit. Laos International and Jamaica International, Mongolia International, the Dubai International, as well as the Yonex KND Graphics International, all in 2019, which is why he was playing at his best ranking there. As I said, coming runner-up in the Super 300, the Korea Masters, will have done him a world of good. That was just a few weeks ago in Gwangju, southern Korea. So he's certainly going to start making moves up those rankings, I'm sure. As for Don Henley Bavaria, well, let's see what he has done. Overall, his record is 19 matches only at this level, 12 wins, 7 defeats.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, USA, represented by Don Henley Averia. And on my left, Japan, represented by Kodai Naroka. Japan to serve, Lawal.
Too. Would do him a world of good just to experience this. Again, that's a nice backhand. A little bit similar to the one he played a little earlier, Naroka. Just losing his footing there.
11-5 interval.
And a mixed bag, I think, for Averia. And Naroka got off to a decent start. Yeah, unfortunately, he slipped there. But he's 11-5 up in his game now.
Is what he breaks off, and that's who you later. So
20 seconds.
or you go in and attack.
Court 4.
Keep trusting your
20 seconds.
Keep your head high. Come on.
Take your chance. 11-5. Play.
Some promising signs there for Averia. Naroka playing some very good badminton as well. As I said, it's such a short career so far. This is all very new still to him. Moving his opponent down quite nicely, isn't he, Naroka? That's a good winner. Cross-court smash from Averia.
Service over.
Executed that really well.
6-12.
Did that extremely well. He was eliminated in the Pan Am Badminton Championships recently in the second round to Coelho of Brazil. Similar to his compatriot Asuncion, who also lost in the second round to Ria Sankit, as I mentioned earlier.
Service over. 13-6.
Badminton in the United States, of course, not one of the major sports, like in Japan. He's not running away with this one now, Naroka. Just a 1.1 so far by Averia since the interval.
16-6.
Just out that one.
Service over. 7-16.
Ooh, that was tight, but he decided not to challenge, and you can't challenge anyway. To correct myself here on court 3. Court 1 and 2 where you can.
On group. On court 4. Thomas Huck, please. The girls single. Denmark represented
17-7
by
now. The points are racking up here.
Versus Algeria,
11 points.
represented by Adil Hamid.
The gap, Naroka is cruising.
Umpire Setiawan Mahadu from Malaysia. Servitors Eric Deros from Canada.
Easy winner for Naroka, who now has 13 game points. Pulls one back, Averia.
20.
Just consolation points really effectively, you'd say. And nicely done. Naroka takes the first game in style, really. 21-8. Wins it at a canter. Averia showing some promising signs again. Had a decent start, but the issue is about sustaining it, as we've seen so far. He takes the first game, 21-8.
Think about it, right? So what he's doing is that he's coming in, he's pushing you around, and then you either make a mistake and forces you to kind of make a short lift and keep it down. This side, you have the chance to really push him around, and you have to use the back side, right? Remember, it's the right height that makes the difference. Right?
Code 4, 20 seconds. Code 4, 20 seconds.
So into game two here. Koda Naroka had a very good first game against a lively opponent in Averia. But he won it very comfortably indeed. You'd expect the same now.
One love.
They seem to miss-hit that one.
Service over. 1 all. Service over. 2, 1.
Played that nicely on the backhand, Naroka.
3, 1.
We can't really stop the procession of points at the moment. And it's proving difficult right now for Averia. 13-point gap now between them. Got one back here. First aim, of course, is to try and better what he did in the previous game. That is not the way to go about it, I'm afraid.
19-5.
Frustrating when it's on the serve. There's a one time where you're 100% in control of the shuttle. Well, that will give him some encouragement. That is what he's been good at doing. It's been sporadic from Averia, but when he does unleash his cross-court jump smash, it has been excellent.
Service over. 20. Match point 6.
So match points and then 14 in hand. And there you have it. Excellent from Kenta Nishimoto. A clinical display from him against an opponent who's about 250 or 60 places below him in the rankings. And he has been brilliant. Averia's had flashes, but Nishimoto, who knows, he's pretty much the fourth choice in the singles here. Well, he has made a point or two, perhaps. But great work from Kenta Nishimoto, who beats Don Henley Averia 21-8, 21-6 in 22 minutes. This is the order play then here on court 3. The first session today sees Japan playing the United States. Two pretty facile wins here for the Japanese. And now we're into the third and final singles. Riku Hatano is playing William Hu. That'll be followed by the two men's doubles. We are changing things around a little bit today because of the fact that some of those singles players will also be involved in doubles action. So we await the arrival then of the next two players, Riku Hatano from Japan and William Hu of the United States. So first up is Riku Hatano. He's getting quite the reception here, I must say. He is the fourth choice singles player here, fifth choice I should say. We just saw the fourth choice player in Kodai Naroka do very, very well. Japan have come with a full complement of 12. You're allowed 12 because of the concern of the COVID. That's more than usual. And his opponent from the US is William Hu. The States have only come with 5 players. With 5 players, and all of them will be in action every single match. First meeting between these players. United States are only in because New Zealand had to drop out because of COVID. And that was a very recent development, so a late addition here in the United States, so they wouldn't have necessarily had the best preparation. So Riku Hatano is the player from Japan. He has played 62 matches in his career, won 44, lost 18. It's a pretty decent record. This year alone, actually, he's had a very good year, 14 wins and 4 losses. 170 centimeter store from the north of Japan in Hokkaido. And he's 20 years of age, 201st in the world. His highest ranking is 198. His opponent is 20 years of age, 175 centimeters tall, from Washington. His highest ranking is 1,964. He's currently 2015 in the world. We said that Riku Hatano is 201st. So there's about 1,800 places between them in the rankings. That might be one of the biggest disparities in rankings that we've had so far. We saw some disparities yesterday between Indonesia and France, and that was put paid to very quickly by the Indonesians, who fielded an inexperienced side but still won. Clean sweep. I'm not sure we're going to quite expect that today. It's a massive moment though, isn't it, for Wood. Not get these kind of opportunities very often, and we were saying that the Thomas Cup does offer these sort of chances. Just turned 20. International challenge. Played in the Portugal International Championships. And lost in the round of 32. That was nicely done, actually, from Hu.
3-9.
That's nicely done by Hatano, who, by the way, already won a title this year at the Slovak Open, defeating Chu Chen of Chinese Taipei in the final.
interval.
So he's cruised this. This is probably the most one-sided first half of a match we've seen on court 3 today. And it's 11-3 at the interval here in favor of Riku Hatano against William Hu.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think I was like trying to keep it more straight, but then like whenever I try to do like straight cross, I'm like really struggling on the cross.
Yeah. I think you need to move him a little bit more and then use the net a bit more.
Seconds.
To get attacking.
Court 3, 20 seconds.
So Riku Hatano at the moment is looking in ominous form. He's 11-3 up here, fresh off the first win of his career. Senior win, the Slovak Open.
12-3.
Increasing that lead. Well done there, good reach to get there. Hatano. And last reactions as well, but it's who then comes out on top there.
4-13. Serves over 14-4.
He's really got an excellent lead here, 11 points for Hatano. Looking to try and finish this off quickly. Delicately done by Hu.
Serves over.
Happy with that.
15. Serves over. 16-5.
That lead now 11 points. And this is what we were saying earlier for the American players to
17-5.
minimize the unforced errors. They're already up against it, against such quality.
Serves over. 6-17.
He's done well on the drops, hasn't he, by the net,
17.
William Hu.
Out. Serves
We've seen
over.
all three American players,
18-7.
unfortunately, make errors on the serve. That will be of disappointment to them, I'm sure.
Serves over.
Let's had a bit of a shout there.
18.
That is out again. Just misjudging that.
Serves over. 19-8. Serves over.
Just mind that the screen, the scoreboard screens are not working at the moment, so it's not 15-5 as you can see on your screen itself. It is 19-9. 10 points difference between the two. Just out.
10-19.
And actually, it's 8-all since the interval, so it's been a big improvement here.
11-19.
9-8 now in favour of William Hu. He has really battled back superbly in this second half of the first game. But now there are 9 game points here for Hatano.
20, game point 11.
Still, it's 9-all at the moment in the post-interval scoring. And that's got game points.
Out.
Oh dear.
Serves over.
Disappointing for Hatano.
20.
And so Riku Hatano takes the first game.
First game
21-12. A good fight back
12.
post-interval. We've seen it normally before the interval from some of these players, but he's done really well here. And while he lost, and the score looks very convincing, William Hu actually outscored his opponent 10-9. Or 10-all, I should say, excuse me. 10-all, still. Very, very good performance from William Hu. Second half of that game. But Riku Hatano wins 21-12 that first game.
Keep pushing moves around the head side, but again with a little bit of height with all players, right? This one is something and I can think it, especially when you come up to the first. What do you think?
Yeah, I think towards the end, I got better at just like making the rally just a little longer.
Yeah, you're right. I think the most important is that you actually play really well on the net. You're telling him when you come in and you...
Compatriots, but he didn't end as well as he would have wanted. Whereas it was the other way around. Lead there.
4-6.
He wanted to use that as a platform, but right now it is down to 2. Riku Hatano. Don't want him to get too far away. And he's now whittled down to just 1.
5-6.
Well, it's drawn level here. That's good work from Hatano. But this is also a much better start.
On court
William
4,
Hu.
Thomas Cup Group B. The first double, Denmark, represented by Matthias Christensen and Anders Karlak Rasmussen.
7-6.
Versus Akira, represented by Cosina Namori and Yusef Sabri Meadow. Umpire, Janine Gunda from Philippines.
7-0.
Service judge, Unas Lusveris from Latvia.
He's really giving it back to his opponent this time, William Hu. Much better. Remember, he only got 12 points in the last game. He's now 8-7 here. Not too soon. Perhaps.
8-0.
Now, can he just surge in front to take the lead at the interval? It will be a slender one, whatever happens. And that's a nice winner, isn't it, from William Hu?
It's over. 9-0.
Much better resistance from him.
It's over. 10-9.
Lovely work from Hatano there to get down well. And that led to him getting the point. Excellent work, and he goes into the break in the lead again, but this time in stark contrast. Remember, he was 11-2 up at the last interval. It is just 11-9 now. So a vast improvement from William Hu. We'll be very encouraged by this.
Run around like this forever, right? But I think the idea is right now. You don't have to make huge gambles. Of course, you need to go at the net. But you don't have to.
Court 3, 20 seconds. Court 3, 20 seconds. Late.
So he's just want to try and maintain this, hasn't he, William Hu? Because he had some very promising moments in that first half of the second game. Doesn't want to let Hatano run away and start building up a big lead. Remember, he was very good and he matched his opponent in the second half of the previous game. He'll do the same here. At the moment, he is trying to get outscored, and it's a 5-point lead here. Four unanswered points since the interval. Really just losing his way, isn't he, all of a sudden, William Hu? 5-love in terms of points won post-interval. That could be the first for William Hu. He does get that. It's only 1 point that he can sustain. He needs to get a run of points, so.
Serve 11-17.
Very lovely, 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 lovely to watch, isn't it? Pace right off. Good shot there from William Hu.
Thirteen, 17.
6-4 the scoring now, post-interval in favour of Hatano. Better from Hu now. Now just 3 ahead, 3 away from winning this match. Riku Hatano. It's in, and it's good.
19-13.
Quick to the net, wonderful reactions. Oh, what a rally that is. You've got to give a lot of credit here to William Hu, who threw himself around. Watch this. And then the reaction here, brilliant from William Hu. But it wasn't enough. And it sets up 7 match points for Riku Hatano. Now, can he finish it off? Yes, he can. Riku Hatano has won this. Been some, again, very good moments for William Hu. He will look back at the second half of game 1, where he matched his opponent, and the first half of game 2. If only he could put those together, he would have made a compelling challenge against Riku Hatano. But he had some very good moments, as I said. And it's, again, another promising performance by the American players, but it's the quality of the Japanese opposition that is showing through. And a pretty good performance here from Riku Hatano, who beats his American opponent, William Hu, 21-12, 21-13. Next up, we have men's doubles. The first of the men's doubles, Keita Matsui, Yoshinori Takeuchi, and Utang, Adrian Sunma. Russian Open, him and Yoshinori Takeuchi, they were runners-up. That's their best performance on the BWF World Tour. That was in 2019. They're vastly more experienced, the Japanese duo. Adrian King-Suma is He's only played 4 doubles matches at all at this level, 3 wins and 1 loss. Kichiro Matsui there, 169 centimeters tall from Ishikawa. And he's 27 years of age, 33rd in the world at the moment. Yoshinori Takeuchi, 42. He's from Saitama, which is not too far from the capital. 180 centimeters tall. Currently 35th. Now let's have a look at the American competitors here, just 17 years of age. Big man though, 187 centimeters tall from California. No ranking for Adrian King-Sun Ma. So, we talked about big disparities in rankings. There isn't even one for this youngster. Not yet anyway. Big man though, at 187, just 17 years of age. And only a year older at 18. Henry Tang, 182 centimeters tall, from Pennsylvania in the Midwest. Towards the northeast, actually. And no ranking either. So this will be a big, big moment for these 2 teenagers. He's only played 5 doubles matches in his time, Henry Tang, and only 1 this year. Service judge Shailesh Kulkarni. And the umpire is Andrea Chiappini from Italy. So let's see, is this another potential mismatch on paper? Americans generally started quite well so far.
My right, USA, represented by Henry Tang, Adrian King-Sun Ma. To my left, Japan, represented by Masui Keikiro, Takaushi Yoshinori. Japan to serve.
Let's see what kind of start the Japanese have this time.
To Henry Tang. Level. Play.
When we look at the Japanese side, the squad.
Say for call, right. Service over. 1-all.
And we can tell you that yeah, they're the lowest ranked of the men's doubles side. They've got, of course,
On court 2, Thomas
and Hugo Kobayashi. That's the inferiors there. Yuta Watanabe is also here, of course.
By
No longer has his long-term partner since retired. And then we'll see Akira Koga and Taichi Saito in action.
versus England, represented by Johnny Cole-Jackson.
Service over. 2-all.
Umpire,
Yeah,
Andre
they are certainly not
Wanderman
exposing
from
or
South
putting on their best
Africa.
players today.
Service judge,
You can
Jesper
understand the
Peter
rationale for that.
Clausen from Denmark.
Gonna have 2 tougher matches in a row. We've got England and Malaysia next.
Service over.
Pretty decent
3,
start here.
2.
The Americans in front.
Service over. 3,
And
all.
together, Matsui and Takeuchi have played 85 matches together. 53 wins, 32 losses in 85 matches. They've played 6 this year and won 3 apiece. 3 and lost 3, sorry.
Four, 3.
As for Henry Tang and Adrian Kingston-Ma, they've only played 1 match prior to this and lost it. So that's why this is
5, 3.
so new for them. That was this year, that match.
6, 3.
That's well out, that one.
7, 3.
When men's doubles, the Adrian Kingston-Ma got to the final of the Pan Am Junior Championships. That was last year, though.
8, 3.
Adrian Kingston-Ma beat Henry Tang in that final.
9.
He was partnering Don Henley, who we saw earlier. Don Henley Averia. 9-3, the lead now starting to look quite impressive here.
Service over. 4, 9. Five, 9.
Easy winner there. Nicely done by Tang.
6, 9.
Encouraging moments again for the Americans. Gently put by Matsui.
10, 6. Three for call, too high. Takeuchi, too high. Service over. 7, 10.
Only 3 points in it. Really good.
Service over.
And it's the Japanese who go into the break 11-7 up. And to their credit, the teenagers, the American teenagers, looking anything but overawed at the moment. Impressive from them. Anything but overawed at the moment. Impressive from them.
One thing you keep them is just to rush forward. You have to touch yourself and go into they are not lifting.
Into the net by Ma. He'll be disappointed with that.
17, 13.
Four away from their opponents. 4 away from finishing this off in first game. Takeuchi and Matsui.
18, 13.
Tang just snatching at that one.
19-13.
Ma pulls one back.
14-19.
Disappointing time on the serve.
Game point.
Every match so far we've seen the Americans just let themselves down on serves from time to time. They've got all those game points, so haven't they? Still 5 of those.
20.
First game then goes to Matsui and Takeuchi. Again, spirited performance from the Americans. Got themselves down a little bit with the unforced errors, but played some good shots along the way. And they'll be pleased with what they've seen so far. But it's Matsui and Takeuchi who have the lead, having taken that first game 21-15.
I think in the end we made a couple of easy mistakes. It's fair enough that we make mistakes when we get pushed. The only thing we can't have is those easy mistakes given away. I think you played really well. The best I've seen you play, no doubt about it. I think you can be proud of yourself. I want you to go in now and remember we need to give it some more air, right? Because we got to go and check it. So now it's time for you guys to be brave enough to take half a step forward and go in and challenge them and get their chance. You agree? Huh? What do you think? Yeah, you don't need to, right? Yeah. I think actually you're serving really well. I think your returns are great. I think your returns are great. Serving is really good. There's a couple of mistakes. You need to get, that's fair enough, right? Forget about them and go on to the next one, right? I think you did well with that. Right? But take a step forward here. Right? Don't get backwards. Right? We are on the slow side. You can stay up against the ring. You can do it all the way. Right? Forward, forward, forward. Right? Come on. Come on, guys. Keep going.
3:20.
Well, you might have caught some of what the coach was saying there, the American coach, and he said, I'm really proud of you guys, and I think he's absolutely right. And he said, you've done well, mistakes are going to happen, but cut out the easy mistakes. And yeah, that's what we were saying earlier in the first game. There were some hugely avoidable mistakes. That's maybe perhaps youthful exuberance, but he liked what he saw. Promise there, potential for Ma and Tang. Drift maybe just bringing that in. It did look like it was going out. There was a little bit of that going on here. The outside courts in particular.
2 love.
That's a good start from Matsui and Takeuchi. Yeah, barrage of attacking shots there, particularly from Matsui, who could only defend for so long. this is an excellent start. The best start we've seen by any of the Japanese players so far. Can they maintain this? Finally, Ma breaks the monopoly on points. He had a lot of court to aim at, and that was the right call. Powerful Takeuchi.
10-1.
On court 4, Thomas Cup Group B, the second double, Denmark, represented by Jesper Bay and Lasse Mohede. Versus
It's still a good 7-point lead at the start here.
represented by Muhammad Aderrahimane, Belarbi, and Adel Hamek. Umpire, Eric Eros from Canada. Service judge, Satyawan Mahadu from Mauritius.
Last second he looked for that Takeuchi. It was a little too late.
Triple goal, too high. Serve over, 9-2.
Just wouldn't go over.
10-2.
8 points. The difference now tumbled over in the end, didn't it? Not going the way of Tang and Ma at the moment. They do pull one back.
3-10. Triple goal, too high.
Too high on the serve, and that means the Japanese pair go into the interval 11-3 up. Looking good here, much better than in the first game.
Simple mistake, and they are coming with 200 miles an hour, right? And I think the way you're lifting and the way we talk about it, instead of them lifting all the way back, they work from there. Because
Three 20 seconds. 3:20 seconds. Play. Six, 15.
Well, they're getting sporadic points. They need to put on a... The fourth-ranked pair, effectively, for Japan here. The Thomas Cup. And they've done the business. And a good win for Keiichiro Matsui and Yoshinori Takeuchi. They defeat Adrian King Sun Ma and Henry Tang 21-15, 21-9. And they do that in 25 minutes. Final men's doubles match coming up next. Japan versus the United States. Do stay with us. So those are the scores so far. Japan versus United States on court 3, the first session. And it has been all Japan at the moment. They are 4-0 up. Now the men's doubles was supposed to happen right now. That's Akira Koga and Taichi Saito versus Enrico Asuncion and William Hu. But we are getting word that that match will be delayed by about 20 odd minutes. William Hu is was playing in the singles, as you will remember earlier, against Riku Hatano, and because of that they're just giving him a little bit more of a break before he takes part in that doubles match. So the rest time, of course, has to be taken into account. So do stay with us. We'll be back to bring you that live match, the men's doubles, Koga and Saito versus Asuncion and Hu. Welcome back here to Court 3 at the Impact Arena, Bangkok, where we are seeing Japan up against the United States in the Thomas Cup. It's the final match now. That's going to get underway. We had a little bit of a break there. Akira Koga and Taichi Saito are playing Enrico Asuncion and William Hu of the United States. We had that break because, as you can see, William Hu played in the third singles match there. I needed a little bit more time. That's the rules. If you're playing both singles and doubles, there has to be a stipulated amount of rest time between matches. That has been completed, so the players will come out and play very shortly indeed here at the Impact Arena. It's the fifth and final match. Because of the fact Asuncion and Hu were involved, and there you can see the matchup, Akira Koga and Taichi Saito versus Enrico Asuncion and William Hu. Both have played in singles earlier. Asuncion losing to Kenta Nishimoto in the first match of the day, 13-21, 12-21, and then William Hu played in the third match against Riku Hatano. He lost 12-21, 13-21. Both of them had bright moments in their matchups. I think we've got to give them plenty of credit. In fact, the Team United States has been good today, despite losing every single match. But they've had some bright moments. Here,
the USA,
the Japanese
represented by
doubles
Enrico
team then.
Asuncion and William Hu.
Akira Koga
Umpire,
and Taichi Saito. And now
from Malaysia.
Enrico
Service
Asuncion and
Bert
William
and
Hu.
Horenbeek from Belgium.
Who are playing for the first time together. So this will be interesting to see. So far they've provided a few surprises along the way. So there'll be no surprises to know, though, that this is the first meeting between these pairs.
Receive. Who received? Enrico receive. Who serve? Koga serve. So what do you choose? Okay.
So Akira Koga, an experienced player, was instrumental in Japan's first ever mixed team title at the 2012 Asian Junior Badminton Championships. He partnered Akane Yamaguchi back then. And in the World Junior Championships same year, he and Yamaguchi played the last match of the mixed team tie against China, but unfortunately lost that. Akira Koga, 27, 66 centimeters tall, 23rd in the world. He's from the south of Fukuoka. His highest ranking is 20th. That was achieved just a few months ago in November 2021. His partner Taichi Saito from Chiba, Japan, 29 years of age, 176 centimeters tall. As I said, these two have had their success, haven't they? They're playing the best badminton of their careers at the moment. They won a silver at the Sudirman Cup in 2021. And were part of that bronze medal winning team at the Thomas Cup in 2020. They also won a bronze at the Asian Team Championships that year as well. 23-year-old Enrico Asuncion is 170 centimeters tall. He's from Honolulu, Hawaii. And his highest rank is 230 with Carlo Glenn Remo. No ranking at the moment. And his partner today, just 20 years of age, 175 centimeters tall, from Washington, United States. His highest rank is 752. That's with Jacob Zhang. So, as with every other match here of Malaysia, the umpire, and Bert van Horenbeek. So pair.
Service over 3-8.
They've played 120 matches together. 74 wins, 46 defeats.
Service over
Decent record, isn't it?
9-3.
And they are at the moment rolling over their opponents pretty comfortably.
Service over.
Who does well there?
10.
Has gone out though, right between the two of them. And they've raced to an 11-4 lead at the interval. It's a good start here for the Japanese pair.
Court 3, 22nd.
But keep
Court 3,
If we're not back down.
22nd.
Just as long as it goes over. Yeah.
Level 4. Play.
Resumption here of the second half. Suncheon attempting the jump smash.
On court 1, Thomas Cup Group B, the second double. China, represented by He Qijing and Zhou Haodong. Versus France, represented by
Service over.
Fabian Del Rey
5,
and William
12.
Ridger. Umpire.
Good power there, Asuncion.
Indonesia.
6,
Service judge.
Puts his hand up a little bit and you'll see why just here. Only because it's hit the leg, nothing serious. Well left by Koga.
Service over 13-6.
Oh, just a great winner, that one off the serve. The easy one, and they are already at 15. No stopping this juggernaut at the moment, despite whatever Hu and Asuncion are doing. The only one that will get them in the way is the unforced errors for the Japanese.
Service over 7-16. Service for too high.
Too high.
Service over.
Disappointing.
17.
A few times from the Americans today, unfortunately. He opted not to take the smash on the third time of asking, and when he did, they were prepared for it. Since you're there unleashing it, but that's a really nice and smart return from Koga. He's taking Saito by surprise.
8-19. Service over 20, game point 8.
So lots of game points here for the Japanese pair.
Fourth game.
And they've taken it 21-8.
First game won by
Nice and easy
Japan.
for Saito and Koga. A couple moments for Asuncion and Hu. They're going to aim to try and do better in that second game now. But a good start here for the Japanese pair. 21-8. They take that first game. Just 9 minutes.
We have to whack it so it gets over the net. We can't make drops in the net. We can't make smashes in the net. I do respect when we get outplayed, and that happens quite a bit, and they are good, I know that. But when we get our chances, we take them, right? So make sure you're ready. On this side, they're probably going to come even harder from the back line. It's going to be harder to stay against it. I'm okay with you guys backing down a little bit. I respect that approach, but we need to make sure that we're moving them with a lot of power. Remember, this is up against the wall, right? So we definitely want to push it around. But we also have a chance to come in high and push it hard and go out. So I think this side can be an advantage if we take that chance of moving them. But if they come in and get power through us, you have to decide to take the example of the net and that's two options. Right? Come on, guys. Come on, enjoy.
Court 3, 20 seconds. Court 3, 20 seconds. Second game.
So game 2 now. The Americans, the last game now that they're going to face today against the Japanese. They'll want to end on a high note if they can. And they start off in that fashion. Hu had said, sorry, the coach had said to Hu and Asuncion that he said, take your chances, get those winners.
Service over 1-all.
Start again from the Japanese. 3-1. We heard a coach saying earlier to his players, not in this match, but he was saying mistakes are going to happen, but cut out the easy.
Court 3, 20 seconds. Koga. William to receive. 11-6. Play.
Oh, that's a good winner, isn't it? Koga, steepling smash. projection on that meant it was going to be impossible to get to it.
12-6.
Oh, William Hu will be happy with that. Just going across Koga there. Difficult to return. Still 6 points in this. But there was a lot of court to aim at, wasn't there, for Koga? He went for the corner.
14-7.
7 away from their opponent, 7 away from winning this match. Koga and Saito well on their way. Oh, he's well off there, isn't he? He's normally been very, very reliable, that cross-court smash, jump smash, but this one is probably the widest one I've seen so far. Since you're disappointed with that, but there's 8 points in it. 5-3 so far, the scoring in favor of the Japanese post-interval. Now 17-8. Now they are looking good, Saito and Koga. That was again one of the longer rallies that they've had. Yeah, got to it quickly. He had to try and get it above the tape, William Hu, and he did that.
9-17.
Just pushed it right to the back court. Good play from William Hu. But they've already gone past their previous total and now adding a few more on.
Service over.
7-5 now, the scoring post-interval in favour of the Japanese. So much, much closer. To the net, 3 good points in a row.
Service over. 11-18.
Well, they finally got their range again here, Koga and Saito.
19-12.
Much, much better. And now match points for the Japanese pair. 8 of them to finish things off today for Japan. A little bit of deception going on there. And Koga and Saito have done it. A little bit of a roar there Bit of fun perhaps from Koga as he was attempting some of those smashes. And again, we have to say the Americans improving in the second game, showing some very positive signs. But these two have never played together before. They've already had singles matches. They were always up against it, against a pair. Koga and Saito, who are in the top 20 in the world. But they have had their moments. Asuncion and Hu. And the quality again showing through for Koga and Saito. So Akira Koga and Taichi Saito beat Enrico Asuncion and William Hu 21-8, 21-12. That's 23 minutes they've completed proceedings here. A very good win indeed. And it marks an extremely good day here for Japan, as, to be fair, was as expected. So, these are the results for you. Kenta Nishimoto beating Enrico Asuncion in just 35 minutes, 21-13, 21-12. Some good moments for Asuncion, but Nishimoto, of course, top player. And then Kodai Naraoka beating Don Henley Averia, also in straight games, 21-8, 21-6. That was the most emphatic of all the wins. That was just 23 minutes. Riku Hatano just took 4 minutes longer than that to beat William Hu, 21-12, 21-13. We then went into the doubles. The doubles played last today. Keiichiro Matsui and Yoshinori Takeuchi beating Adrian Kingston-Ma and Henry Tang, 21-15, 21-9. And finally, we just saw Akira Koga and Taichi Saito beating Enrico Asuncion and William Hu, 21-8, 21-12 in just 23 minutes. So Japan win that 5-0, a clean sweep today. Remind you here on court 3, it is more Thomas Cup action in Group C this time. India will take on Canada. That's at 2 p.m. local time.